despite, you know, not necessarily the easiest matchup for the Mars.
Yeah, unfortunately Mars doesn't have a ton of kill threat up until he hits level 6. That's when they're going to start moving around the map. You know, the power of the Mars Arena, the Death Prophet Ultimate, even the Astral Spirit plus Echo Slam, like they're going to be very good at positioning themselves around towers and taking them fairly early.
Yeah, I agree. I do love the teamfight potential here from Phoenix, though. I mean, they bring a lot to the table. This arena was going to offer a lot of utility, just locking these heroes down. You have Earth Spirit, Earth Spirit. Oh my God, Elder Titan able to
one of the E heroes.
Yeah, Elder Titan able to like basically reset Five's Morphling. Oh, he's just regenerating under tower. It's fine, but yeah, there's a lot of different tools I would say that Phoenix have for these team fights.
He does. The extra range there.
That's enough, dude. Dunk it.
Refreshing.
Unfortunately, Razor a little bit ahead of the Mars here inside the mid lane. That's to be expected. Razor can farm surprisingly fast out top lane.
Zeal's a little bit far out, and that is a big briefcase coming out. The Soul Assumption spam is there, though, with the Fissure. Can they finally bring down this Luna one more time? Planet gets in range. Does he get it with the... Ooh, the Enchant Totem. He's tracing him down. He's going to slam him, though. He does trade 1-for-1. Visage going down first, though. Not the best trade, but I guess you take that. Slowing the Luna's game down even more.
Were those boots on Luna's courier just as she went down?
You know, they might have been.
Yeah.
You talked about the bonus range on the Enchant Totem to get the courier and, you know, gets the hero as well.
Yeah, it didn't quite have the movement speed in order to get away from that one. No, it wasn't the boots on that one. But yeah, just ended up getting run down there.
Ooh, Shiro, bottom lane. Yeah. He's got the Morph off, though. He should be fine. Nice Nightmare, though. We'll be able to toggle it back and forth. Bane, one of the most annoying heroes in Dota at the moment. Never feels too great.
Playing against it, you know, his abilities to just stop you from playing with Nightmare, with Fiend's Grip. That and OD, I just absolutely hate playing against.
Hero concepts that are no fun to play against, but very strong at the moment. Nice bottle refill here to the mid lane. So 70 gonna get top back off here.
Yep. Well, he's actually ahead in net worth right now, which is surprising.
I mean, he was doing really well in CS. Like we said, the first few waves, like he didn't really get any stolen damage off. I think the very first static link was 1 or 2 damage, so that's never a good feeling.
No. And he's using his mana to Terrazzo now rather than secure himself a little bit of extra CS. Top lane, we might just see Visage drop.
Yeah, nice stomp here again, set up, but able to get a lot of bonus movement speed here. The question is, will he be able to make it out in time, falling incredibly low, but a great fissure from side. Planet going to keep his Visage alive.
Perfect timing there. But yeah, a lot of right-click damage. You don't have a ton of armor to work with, unfortunately, on Visage. She's only got 1 point in the Gravekeeper's Cloak right now as well, so again, not very tanky. Nice save there by the Earthshaker, though.
Yeah, very nice. This is just this is a beefy boy matchup here. Elder Titan versus Earthshaker. This is good. This is a feels good matchup.
Yeah, with 2 points of the Astral Spirit, it becomes very easy to trade with multiple heroes, so now Planet has to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah.
The Lunar Blessing, of course, makes things even scarier for these right clicks.
It's so difficult to actually hit him with these enchant tomes because it's so telegraphed, right? And he has like Boots Windlace plus the movement speed from the Spirit, so he just like he's just playing with Planet here. But he's buying a lot of space for the Luna. I mean, despite the 2 deaths that she's had in the lane, she's pretty much neck and neck with the Morphling. But speaking of the Morph, bottom lane, nice rotation in from 7. Either jumping on top of Shining here. Waveform on 4, trying to take him down. The double Spirit Siphon, is it enough? One more auto attack. 7E will find that kill.
Yep. Just in range for that ultimate to hit, and can he run down? No, I don't think Planet's going to want to commit on that. Not sitting at half HP to be able to turn that one around fairly easily on Elder Titan. So nice rotation there by the Razor, and need to do something down here. I don't think he's winning mid lane hard enough to justify a Razor pick. And again, a lot of this game is going to come down to how quickly he can get that BKB Refresher Orb. And right now, well, prior to that kill, he was a little bit behind where he wanted to be.
Man, Razor is just such a monster. Once he has like 3 items, that hero is no fun.
Yeah.
He just presses BKB, ult, static link, and runs at heroes. And there is very little counterplay in the game that exists. Yeah. No BKB piercing disable here from Phoenix, really. So
I wonder how they're going to address that one in the patch. I mean, I think part of the reason why it's so strong is they changed the BKB to 6 seconds, and you know the fact that he can have double ultimate just is way more damage than an Aghanim Scepter.
It made Refresher just really strong. I think that's what the thing is, right? Refresher became way more value. Zeal level 6 here on the Visage. Now with those familiars online, probably some lag here. Yeah, a little bit of lag here. Visage going to DC. That made sense. He's familiar micro did not seem to work. I was like, he's going to drop these, right? But no.
Yeah.
So I'll be jumping back into the game here in just a moment, I'm sure.
Yeah. So, yeah, he's already back in. Reconnected to the game, so. Those Visage Birds, they're a little bit underwhelming after the change around that they did ages ago. Used to be able to just burst people down incredibly quickly when their damage scaled with each auto attack.
Yeah. I hated the old Visage
I
Birds,
loved
honestly.
that.
I think they're way cooler now. Nightmare into the full duration static link. Great combo there. Does he have, yep, there it is. Plasma field, nice arena zone. Able to get that block, so defensive arena is going to keep him alive.
Yeah. And unfortunately, with the way he pushed in, they won't be able to do too much damage to the tower. I mean, the only person who's going to do too much damage to the building is the Morphling eventually, and I guess the Visage when he's around.
Okay.
And speaking of building damage, actually committed the Death Prophet ultimate. I'm not sure she'll be able to get much off one of this tier 1. Actually pings it out, wants to be able to push this one, but, you know, awkward timing.
She's actually done a decent chunk of damage, but like you said, yeah, the duration is over now, so Morphling should be able to sit back in the lane. Just has to be careful not to catch a rogue arrow. That's about the only thing that's going to kill him at this point. But 7E's rotating back down here again with a haste rune to boot. Shining will scout him with the ward, but it might not matter. The fissure is going to connect. Arrow dodged out there by 7E on this Razor, and Shining ran down here as Planet will find the kill. And another pause coming out here, so more lag for the Visage, it seems.
Yeah, unfortunate timing, well, for the side of Phoenix, him having that haste, very easily being able to run down the Death Prophet right after you committed the ultimate as well. So trying to put pressure on the enemies. And
Absolutely. All right, back to the game we go. M77 heading back top. I mean, Visage got the medallion completed, and with these familiars, you can't underestimate the amount of damage that this Visage can do, especially if he gets like a +1, right?
Yep.
So M77 gonna actually try and fight up against him, but drop familiar 1 and 2. Stomp comes through from LWW, will hold him in place. Arrow will connect, and here it is, the turnaround. But you gotta be careful. The familiar is gonna make it them back into the trees, and a great pick off there. Great bait here by the Luna.
Tried to get that bird up and running and block the arrow for him, but unfortunately just came out a little bit too quickly. So, like you said, nice bait, and I'm surprised they didn't bring anyone else up there on EHOME. I guess TP's on cooldown, the reaction would have been a little bit too slow, but no Titan.
Quick counter gank is a rotation from ZZQ and Planet's going to be the hit. A nice fissure set up here with familiar drop number 1 and 2. Planet's going to grab the kill, but rotation in from zone. Going to catch that arena, take down the Shaker. YP trying to make himself away. The arena, again, a nice placement there from zone. Able to keep his team alive and actually secure an extra kill.
Well, he's been forced to use these arenas, you know, kind of defensively, but it is slowing down the Razor's game, so effective.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. Next, he's got to work on this Blink Dagger on Mars so he can start throwing some aggressive arenas out. And this is the power of their lineup. You know, with the Death Prophet ultimate, with the Elder Titan, and with these arenas, they're great at forcing fights that you know, might not want to take. So it's good that they protected all their towers so far, and they've got too much out of this first Death Prophet ultimate. But I think once this Blink Dagger is online on Mars, they'll be able to posture in front of the rest of his team, and you know, they'll be able to take these crazy strong fights with all the damage that they have that EHOME aren't going to be ready for. Although Earthshaker's having an amazing game, so he's going to get his Blink Dagger probably at a pretty good rate. Yeah,
I was just looking at that. I mean, he's up to 2,200 net worth, so top of the 4. And as far as that goes, like you said, the early Blink Dagger timing is going to be pretty big this game.
You like get a good Blink Echo Slam off. That's going to set up the Visage Bird. It's going to set up you know, a Fissure, another Enchant Totem, and you just be able to do tons of damage.
I mean, they have a lot of burst on the side of EHOME, right? Especially once this Morphling like gets several items. Like if he goes for the E-Blade first, whether or not he's going Lincoln's, I don't really know quite yet, but Planet, yeah, only about 1,000 gold off the Blink Dagger here.
Yeah, so it's possible they make some space for him, but he's gonna make rotation here to the mid lane. Yeah. Nice spear. Yeah. Reading 70 going up on
there it is, Fiend's Grip right away. They know the spell's been used, and DP can actually TP into this. They have an Echo available. Shining might need to be careful here with this ult running from 7E. Looks like they will just back off, respect the, I guess, the potential turnaround there from Phoenix.
Yeah, you always have to be worried about the Elder Titan coming in when you're diving a tower. He's able to turn things around so quickly with just Agile Spirit and Stomp. Either you like move back away from the hero you're trying to commit on, or you know, you walk into it, you get slept, and then your entire team turns around and dies.
Yeah, that was just a really nice smoke rotation. Now you get a good ward placed behind the tower. I think it's still, yeah, it is still there. So they have vision behind the T1. YP bottom. Ooh, what a fissure block. Holds M77 in place. The question is, can he TP out? The Echo comes through Planet. Finds that big kill. And now looking for the Murano. One leap charge still available, but this Razor does so much damage in ZZQ with a Nightmare. Brain Snap's going to be able to finish him off here, I'm sure. Now he's going to hand it over to 70. What a nice guy. What a nice guy. You don't see that in your pubs.
Yeah, I definitely yoinked that one with the brain snap.
Tumbler toy, very cool item.
It's a support tax. I need a Blink Dagger or an Aether Lens to help set up more kills. Don't mind if I do.
Yep. All right, looks like we... Zeal going to go back to jungling here. Going for the Orchid as his next item. So that's the thing that's kind of interesting with Visage. I feel like there's a lot of potential item builds for this hero, right? Orchid has become a lot more popular, I think, of recent. And you can still go for like the Helm of the Dominator build. You have the kind of more tanky Aura build, the Solar Crest build. Like there's a lot of kind of potential with the Visage. It is struggling in terms of net worth so far, but I think it's still going to be able to offer quite a bit here.
Yeah, the Orchid's interesting to me. I mean, it'll help against Death Prophet if they can get the stun off on her first, because she is playing against a couple heroes who like playing
Planet finds an arena bottom lane, but guess what? If he got the buyout on that Blink Dagger first, the question is, there's no way he gets out of this, right? Earth Splitter comes through. He's able to dodge it for the moment. He dunks the Courier. his last moment of life takes down the Courier.
Yeah. And unfortunately, it just put everybody down the bottom lane, so it tries to make a beeline for this on the other Titan, but unfortunately just too far away. They'll be able to do a good chunk of damage. Might even take down this tier 1.
They actually find the Luna back by the tier 2. Nightmare comes through. There's going to be the familiar drops, and Shiro as well as Zeal. They've got a lot of damage, but they can't actually finish him off in time. The dust is there, but M77 still able to survive for the moment, but Shiro will finish him off, turning himself into the Luna, and now LW falls behind the base. Zeal with these soul assumptions doing so much damage. Shiro going to eat a spear there. Nice find by Zone, but the silence as well, able to hold him down. He can't get the morph off, and he will fall. Now chasing down for more. In comes 7E. Pops that ultimate Spirit Siphon. He'll be able to keep shining alive for the moment, and a great Yule's Fissure, however, from Planet. He's rejoining the fight here, trying to take down Zone. Spear to the other side of the wall.
Yeah, and they're out. I mean, all of that set up from that ward that you placed earlier, and they do realize that there's something over there now, so they ping that out. They realize they have to have vision, but huge aggression coming out from EHOME, and just jumping on that backline, getting the Luna at the start of that one, ended up making the fight incredibly easy. Look at that, just ran them down.
Yeah, really even trade for both teams, and it honestly felt like you lose both position ones and a support, but...
Yeah, you shouldn't be able to do that, though, not just run down Phoenix behind the tier 1 tower. They're supposed to be able to take these early game fights and, you know, get favorable engagements if EHOME runs at them. I mean, Elder Titan is such a great tool for disengaging or setting up fights of your own, but to get the Luna at the very beginning, they get the Elder Titan immediately after that. It makes it too difficult for them to set anything up.
I think part of that set up from the kill attempt bottom, right? When they go for Planet, they commit the Arena and the Earth Splitter, so they don't have tools left to stop that dive. Like, the Arena is your big zone control in these fights, and the constant nuke damage coming in from the Morphling and that Visage was just too much for them to deal with.
Mm-hmm. And, you know, if they know where Elder Titan is, then it becomes very safe to dive at that point.
Yeah, good call.
One of the big things discouraging it.
But Yule's picked up on Shining now, going for the Ghost Scepter next. I heard a little bit of Nightmare, putting Zone to sleep, but it'll be all right.
Yeah, wake him back up. No
Very close game, though. I mean, it's 15 minutes in, 11-6, less than 1,000 on that gold lead here for EHOME. I mean, this is what we wanted to see, man. I'm excited that we have a super close game one, especially between two teams that there's history between them, you know?
There is. EHOME with the majority of Phoenix's old roster, so that's a hell of a way to start this DPC season.
It's quite fun.
Yeah. But it looks even on paper, you know, less than a 1K net worth advantage. But you heard what Black was talking about on the panel, right? The early game, if Phoenix doesn't win that one hard enough, you know, you're going to get that refresher BKB on the Razor. The Morphling is eventually going to outscale the Luna. You have so many problems as this game goes on, and they didn't get the mid tower on the side of Radiant. Dire one went down first. They didn't win the lanes, I feel like, hard enough. So unless they make some very big moves in the next couple of minutes, this game is going to start going in the favor of EHOME.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it is going to be a little bit difficult. We're going to see a smoke up here, however, from EHOME. 70 trying to make his way into the jungle. Don't actually have any vision here to play with, but they're just going to try and rely on that smoke. See if they can find themselves a hero. Ooh. Perfectly dodged, however, by Phoenix. Well done as they make them way out of the jungle. good heads-up maneuver there. They didn't see the smoke. They just knew something was up. They're not showing in the lanes. So really good play there.
Yeah. They just smoked up before that on the side of Phoenix as well. So they tried to make a play, couldn't catch anyone though. Mars working on the BKB. I mean, that one's going to be a pretty big timing for him. He wants to be able to just jump in the middle of the heroes, not get blown up. But I feel like we're getting past the point with the Razor. The Razor's just going to be able to run down the Mars, tell him his BKB piercing damage.
Ooh, Arena mid lane. He's trying to grab Zeal. He will find him, and with LWW coming in, Nightmare dodge on that Earth Splitter. Zeal trying to keep himself alive. Spirit Vessel is there, but they will be able to finish him off now. Zone on the run, chased down here by the BKB of 7E. Goes down to another spear, and now chasing after YP here on the Mirana. She will fall as well. A 2-for-1 trade, favoring EHOME here in the mid lane.
Desperate to find something, but the only person they get is that this is position 3, and he's not even that farmed. I mean, they're fine with losing him. He's kind of outliving his usefulness at this point. And now, they're going to go into Roche here? I feel like that's crazy.
You can when the Visage gets back up, because I think once you have the Medallion, it's okay, but they're going to go for it. They don't have the Arena or the Earth Splitter. There's not a lot of spells for Phoenix to work with. They don't have the BKBs quite yet. It looks like...
Yeah, it is crazy.
I was like, they need the Medallion, right? The Fissure, though, finds a Death Prophet in 7E. Claims another.
All right, starting to get a little bit less crazy if they want to go for Roshan now. They lose the Death Prophet there. But again, they still have the other Titan. He's great at denying anybody any positioning on the map. He has to be a little bit careful, though.
They're going to go for it.
Yeah. You see he's pretty far away at the moment. But that's one of the strengths of this Bane. He's so easily able to just walk over by himself, get the Nightmare off on the other Titan, and then everyone can just jump on him.
Yeah, there it is. Like you were talking about, the stomps just making it so difficult to actually take this Roshan. Protected by Moonlight Shadow. Arrow, however, is going to be able to stop the Razor for the moment, but M77, he gets the BKB, but a Fiend's Grip right away. The silence not in time, and there's an Echo. Front side of the fight, able to stun up this Mars. Can 7E actually do this with BKB, able to keep himself alive for the moment, trying to run away from Shiny, but he's chasing him down with that Exorcism. LWW, he's going a little bit too far. Double kill there for the Razor, now chasing after the Death Prophet. And the damage from Zeal, it's going to start adding up. The Strength Stun comes through, plus the Orchid. There's going to be familiar drops, and they're going to get him. It's just going to be a matter of time. He falls down. Ooh. Yeah, okay, close. 70. Oh, barely survives. Zone does not get the kill. Arrow not going to connect, and they will back out. A pretty good trade once again for EHOME. They only lose the 2 supports. They get the Luna even after her first BKB reveal.
Yeah, all this BKB piercing damage, though, the Fiend's Grip coming out, and like you mentioned, not able to get that silence off. I think part of the problem is the fact that this Death Prophet silence comes out pretty slowly as well.
Yeah.
After that workaround to it. Used to be just that instant drop in the AoE, now it's got to fly out, actually.
I mean, despite Visage being one of the most, underfarmed cores in this game, Zeal is doing the most damage. In these fights by a pretty good margin. And as we were talking about, this Soul Assumption spam is just so heavy, especially with that Medallion and that Orchid. That Soul Burn, really good at helping secure the kills as well.
Yeah, it's fighting tons of utility. I mean, Razor doing a ton of hero damage, though, obviously. Hero just,
they just smoke up again. They want to go for more. 70's got his ult back on. Eye of the Storm, I mean, doesn't really care about your BKBs, does not care about your other heroes. They get the vision up on the high ground there. Fissure is going to connect the jump forward, and there goes the Elder Titan once again. Another kill going the way of EHOME. Now 18-9. A 2K gold lead finally starting to pull themselves away. ZZQ. 10 seconds till that Fiend's Grip. Trying to set up a Nightmare here. Will find YP. Going to get woken up for the moment. The double leap away, and he's going to be all right.
Yeah. That, unfortunately, the second half of that plasma field ended up connecting with him. The same time the Nightmare landed, so...
But it is space for Roshan. That was the whole idea here as Shiro and Zeal make their way in. And I'm imagining this is going to go the way of either 7E or Shiro, right?
I think 7... I don't know. Looks like Shiro's going to be your building hitter.
Yeah. I mean, he's almost to his E-Blade, and this Aegis pretty much guarantees he's not going to go down until that E-Blade comes up, right?
Mm-hmm. So, what? He's, 1,600 gold away. So running out of options here on the side of Phoenix, just losing fight after fight. 18-9 at the moment. I mean, Luna's keeping up for farm. She's ahead of these other heroes. That's what she does. Moonglave's bouncing around, being able to farm out camps incredibly quickly. But when you're playing against the Razor, who's going to have the Refresher Orb, when you're playing against Fiend's Grip, it becomes too much for one hero to just carry the game by itself, I feel. So,
I mean, I know this is a while off, but if Bane gets a BKB, I don't know what this Luna does. I don't know how you participate in fights if Bane just has a BKB.
You don't.
It's going to be a whiles away, but it is something that we've seen. He's grabbed the Aether Lens first, so it's going to be a while before that happens, but
yeah, and still a little while away until this Razor's got his refresher orb. But at that point, you know, the Mars can't control him up very well. He can kind of play near the walls, but you know, when you're able to maneuver in and out of the arena so easily, when you have 12 seconds of magic immunity, at any point your refresher orb is off of cooldown.
Shining have a little fun there. Attack denying on a ward. So you have this Morph Shaker. I mean, that is like one of the classic. Well, we'll come back to this in just a moment as they've managed to find the Elder Titan here once again in the bottom lane. Dust going to come through. Shiro rotating on in, trying to just burst him down, and he does. This Morphling becoming a real issue here for the side of Phoenix Gaming. And quick courier as well. He's just scouting for a ward.
70 gold to everybody. That's rough. I mean, as soon as they pick off this Elder Titan, though, I feel a lot more confident about grouping up because, you know, the Stomp sets up a multi-man arena from the Mars, and that's the only way you're really able to take team fights. 11 seconds till he's back up, so.
There it is. That's the Ethereal Blade, the shotgun build now online for Shiro with the Manta style as well. They're going to smoke up pretty much at the same time. Try to go for a wraparound here, make sure that they get this tier 1 tower with ease, maybe plant some vision in that triangle.
Titan buys the smoke. There's no way they take this fight, though. They shouldn't even bother trying to defend this tower. You can drop a stomp, but that's pretty much it.
Yeah, nice waveform dodge there. Shiro gets it with ease and find M77, but Static Link gets broken right away. He's going to force the BKB, but a Fiend's Grip right away as well. He's all alone. No one is here to help him. And the Eye of the Storm, like we said, it doesn't care. That BKB does not matter there. And Zeal, he walks in maybe a little bit too far. There's going to be that ultimate from Shining. It just takes him down, no problem at all. Zone will be able to hobble himself out of that engagement, but Death Prophet, she's all alone on the foreground now as Yule's going to buy her a little bit of time, but
they got to get back on EHOME. They can't actually take this anymore, even with the Aegis.
Yeah, they don't have that Shaker control. And
Shaker was on the side there. It came down from the triangle. He blocked off the entirety of Phoenix while he took out the Luna, so, you know, worth trade for him, but...
Did his job.
Yeah.
Yeah, Exorcism is one of those abilities you just don't mess with, right? It is very scary, similar to the Eye of the Storm. I think... Was it Nomad saying they're basically the same hero? He's like, yeah, they both do the same thing, right?
They both got a link ability. Yeah. You don't fight into their ultimates.
Yeah, you know, he's right. He's right. They're both pretty much fill a lot of the same lanes in game right now too. Like we see Death Prophet and Razor both played in mid lane and off lane.
They both got the linky ability. Yeah, that's all. Yeah. Same hero.
True.
All right. So at this point, at half your refresher orb done right now on the Raiders, sitting on 500 gold in his bank. I think that they've kind of missed their opportunity to play too far up with this Aegis. With another minute left, they could kind of look at pushing the top tier 1 tower, but they do look at...
Fissure. Gonna be able to drop it, connects there for the moment. The Dust will find him, and again, another pickoff. It's really just Planet, man. He is owning this game on this Earthshaker. He is just finding so many pickoffs with this long-range Fissure. The Blink coming out at such a good timing. He's got the Shard completed as well now, so
yeah,
the chain stun is there.
Yeah, reduces the cooldown of that one as well. I love the Shard.
It is so good.
Aetherland's coming out on him next, so just wants to be able to blink in and throw those Fissures out from slightly further away. Actually makes a huge difference with the Blink dagger that Aetherland's.
Still only a 3K gold lead here for EHOME, but I mean, we've been talking about it the whole time. Phoenix, they feel like they're the ones on the timer, and with EHOME being ahead, it's going to be very scary. They've got 25 seconds left on this Aegis, committing for the tier 2 in the top lane. Phoenix going to smoke up, try and make their rotation over here. YP hiding in these trees, trying to find something. Get a nice ward there. Will scout at LLW. I mean, it'd be the dream if you could hit the stomp on all of those heroes, but EHOME knows something is up. The blink forward from Zone. He pops the BKB, gets this spear, manages to find that Visage, but a great Nightmare dodge. Once again, the Earth Splitter is there, though. Can they finish him off? They can indeed. Zeal will go down, Aegis expiring. EHOME will just disengage. But Shining, he pops that Exorcism. He wants to go in. Zones managed to find the Bane as well on the backside, but look at your Death Prophet falling so low so fast. Will be able to keep herself alive thanks to that Ghost Scepter. They buy back on ZZQ. With that Fiend's Grip available, it is very scary. So now the other way. Phoenix Gaming the ones backing off the engagement.
Yeah, with all their abilities on cooldown, they can't really fight it. The moment that Exorcism ends, they all drop, so. They lost ZZQ, they're forced to buy back on Bane. That was like best case scenario there for Phoenix. Going on to that, when they know where all the heroes on EHOME are, it becomes much easier to take these engagements. So, standing their ground there, and to turn that around on them. But again, I'm not sure where they go from here. Now they have to play a little bit carefully for the next little bit, and Razor getting closer to his refresher orb.
not too bad. 61% win rate. That's about where I would have put this game slightly. I mean, that fight right there definitely put Phoenix in a little bit better position than they were, but top lane Planet, ooh, that was a pretty aggressive blink here, and Zone's going to punish him for it. There it is, an arrow to follow, and Earthshaker. You know, I just praised Planet. I don't want to say caster curse, but...
Instant caster curse.
a little bit of a delayed effect there, maybe.
Yeah.
We got the Aghanim Scepter picked up on Visage now, so that ability is quite cool. I love that one. Do you remember that used to give unobstructed flying vision?
Which one? Sorry?
The Visage Ags here picked up on Zeal. He's going to find LW bottom, and with that bonus damage and the Orchid, goodbye, Elder Titan. No chance.
I actually don't remember that one. I know the Night Stalker did, the Keeper of the Light.
When they first introduced it, it was in the game for about a week and a half, I think. It had unobstructed flying vision on top of having free pathing.
Very cool.
It was real broken. 8-0-7 on the Razor. I mean, he has just had such a great game this time. Top lane, Fiend's Grip onto the Mirana. You know, it's not used on the Luna, but you'll take it. It's been on off cooldown for quite a bit here. ZZQ just wants to put that on cooldown, find themselves another pickoff.
Yeah, Kill went to the way of the Bane, though, instead of the Razor, so he's not going to get to it quite as fast. And speaking of, Mars working on one as well.
Yeah.
Going to drop these double arenas. And it does control up the Morphling pretty well. I mean, he can get in and out of the arenas with the waveforms, but... Oh, okay, never mind. He's almost got his own BKB completed.
Let me just retract everything I just said. No big deal. No, I agree. I think the refresher is big for the Mars. Double BKB, double arena, obviously. Being able to zone up these supports, maybe isolate the Morphling from the fights, or even the Razor is pretty huge, but with those BKBs, it gets a lot more difficult. Yeah,
I mean, if you can kill the rest of the team, if you can get the Visage, the Earthshaker, the Bane, then dealing with the Razor and the Morphling afterwards becomes a little bit easier, and I think that's going to be the goal of Mars.
I love Shining's items pick up. He's got the spider legs, so very good item there for the Death Prophet, but honestly, on top of it, she's got herself that Aeon Disc, and she was holding the Assemble on it, but does decide to just commit right there. And there it is, the BKB and Refresher at the exact same time here for EHOME. So this is the power spike that we've been talking about here for a while.
Yeah, and already just invading deep into the enemy's jungle. Going to go for this tier 2 tower, take control of the outpost, and I don't think there's much the Phoenix could be able to do about that just yet. Yeah, there goes your top tier 2. Outpost already taken, so control of the map, now going to go with the way of EHOME. Phoenix, they smoke up. There's... I mean, if you know exactly where
they don't know about the Refresher BKB yet. They haven't shown.
And the Scotty was just completed on the Luna, so that's going to help a ton with the Morphling.
I mean, they're smoked in. Razor is going to find Shining, though. Vigor does come through. The chain stuns aren't there, but Dust onto Planet, canceling his blink dagger for the moment. There's the arena. The Spirit, they get the Earthshaker before the fight really starts. He does have that buyback if he wants to use it. Zone pops the BKB just in case. So they will find themselves a quick pick-off.
Yeah, I mean, again,
he pops the Refresher and a smoke. They saw this. Zeal's here, Invis. He knew this was happening, but he gets the arena anyway. He finds ZZQ on the Bane. E-Blade comes through, but there's going to be that BKB protecting him. LW on the backside being chased down by Zeal, and I think he's got the damage. No, nice heal there from that wand. Chain stuns onto M77, though. Arrow will connect for the moment, and what great team fights once again here from Phoenix. They get a pick off, they disengage.
Yeah, they realized they could get just a little bit more. They forced the buyback there, even on Planet. I thought they were like past their opportunity to really take any of these fights, but you know, when they do have vision of these heroes on the side of EHOME, they are able to set up. You know, these arena is a massive tool, and now they have 2 of them. Yeah. It's even scary to deal with. I think they want to take something off of this. I mean, they know they just committed BKB arena and Refresher Orb is on cooldown, but Roshan not respawn yet.
That's what they're waiting for, right? Is they're trying to get this Roshan, and it will respawn here in just a second. They have the gem picked up here on Visage, so very good at dewarding, obviously. But in the jungle here, they are going to find the Mirana for the moment. Zeal gets the deward. That is rather unfortunate pause here. But we're going to go ahead and jump right back in. Zeal. Who cares? Zeal is not where he wants to be. Earth Splitter. He actually will protect himself with the stone form, so he is buying himself a lot of time for them to wrap around on the backside. And M77, he's the one that's isolated. Instead, the Razor, the Morphling, they find the kill. Zeal, he's done his job. He baited them out. He's still alive, full health, now falling one by one. What a great fight.
All right, that was... Oh, okay. There, the Fiend Grip comes out, but immediately interrupted there.
Yeah, but Shining Underestimating the amount of damage here from EHOME as they end up grabbing that kill. Yes, you'll lose Zeal in the end of the day, but a 3-for-1. And this is your Roshan. Going to go the way of Shiro here once again. It is Rosh number 2, though, so you will grab this shard as well.
I thought that was like the worst positioning in the world. I'm like, yeah, they're going to force staff him down. Oh, wait, no one's got a force staff right now. But he was just baiting them. Drops a stone for him and to survive long enough for them to take that team fight. And they knew the arena, the refresher, or both on cooldown on the Mars. So baited Phoenix into thinking that they had an opportunity that they didn't there.
So we refer to that as the 5-head play.
Yeah.
Shiro, I'm sure he's going to take the shard for himself. Yeah, eventually. Yep, there it is. Juggling some items in the pit. Pretty much standard stuff. But yeah, the shard, very good on the Morphling. He also now has, he's working towards the Aghanim Scepter, right? That's his next big item, the Shaker Morph combo. I mean, we've seen this thing for years. It is so fun to watch, and when you're this farmed on a Morphling, it's very scary if you're Phoenix here.
Yeah, I mean, they've nerfed it over the years. You can interrupt the jumps when it's in the air now, and it doesn't last as long.
Cast range, or is it the cooldown reduction or the cast range that got changed?
Cooldown reduction, and it doesn't last as long either, the Morph.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Yeah.
So M77, still really farmed on the Luna here, does have that Scotty, did pick up the Shard, and now obviously with Mindbreaker, it's quite annoying to play against the Shard because you can get the silence off of the Lucent Beams, right? Because it procs the attacks.
Yep. So you get this, yeah, I'm pretty sure you get the silence off, and it slows them as well. And you're playing against 3 range cores, so that 50% slow is going to be hitting, you know, all the enemy core heroes. So it feels really good.
Yeah, real value pickup for sure.
Yeah. Looks like the game is slow. I guess they're just playing super carefully right now at Phoenix. Again, if they don't have vision of the heroes on EHOME, then they're going to struggle to take the fight.
They want to hold this top side jungle, right? Because they've already got the top tier 2. Eventually, they want to get this mid tier 2 by just like cutting mid wave over and over and maybe start making their way into the enemy base. But they are waiting on the BKB here for Zeal. I mean, we saw last fight how long he survived with just the stone form. But once you have BKB as well, it's going to be that much more difficult to bring down this Visage. I mean, Hero is super tanky.
Yeah. All these points into Gravekeeper's Cloak. They're playing super tight at the moment, though. Again, they're worried about just getting separated from the rest of their team with these arenas coming up from Mars. Now they know that Refresher Orb is off cooldown.
I love this smoke. They're going to maybe get their eyes on the Death Prophet. She's in the triangle. They're pinging him out. In comes Shiro. He's going to find him. Fissure off the mark. Ends up blocking 7E for the moment. The Spider Legs able to get him to the low ground, but you can't outrun Shaker. Or rather, the Morphling, as he's just going to be able to find Shining here. And now looking for Zone, he pops that BKB, trying to get himself away, but 7E just runs him down. The physical damage from these two heroes is just way too much. They also find that Elder Titan on the bottom side here, thanks to Zeal. So another 3-for-0 here as EHOME really feeling themselves here at that 35-minute mark.
Yep. Next, going to push in this mid lane, take the tier 2, and they can start to pressure high ground. I mean, 60 seconds until the Mars back up. He does have buyback available, but getting caught out on the Death Prophet there rather than like the Mirana or the Elder Titan really slows down your game. So things, I'm not sure how they defend this tower without the Mars.
I mean, you don't have, like, I'm pretty sure he doesn't have BKB or Refresher. Maybe he has Refresher.
He's got Refresher.
Yeah.
He didn't commit that before he died. He realized he was going down once he had committed himself a little bit too far forward. Yeah. Off cooldown still.
Yeah, up onto the high ground. Shiro just going to start laying into this tier 3 tower, and they will grab that with ease. 30 seconds still till that Mars. Going to focus on this melee barracks, and I think they get it here. It's so difficult for Phoenix Gaming to get into this. Shiro, nice dodge for the moment there on that stomp, and
yeah, they've got the time.
Just
the Mars ended up buying out. Just, I didn't see what he just bought, but yeah, towards the end of his death, he's like, okay, I guess we're just going to sack this Rex. But yeah, we're in the late game phase now, and you still are able to take some of these team fights if you know where all the heroes on EHOME are, but you know, they've been spamming out these smokes and just playing very tight. Realized a couple of opportunities that they ended up giving up to EHOME, or sorry, ended up giving up to Phoenix were just not worth it to maximize their farm potential.
Yeah, looking really good so far. Phoenix, I mean, looks like they might go for a smoke play here, but it's so difficult to find EHOME right now. Like, they're so deep on their own side of the map. Yep, they are going to go for it. They've got to find something, right? Like, they've got their spells back off cooldown. They need to grab themselves a pick. Obviously, the Morphling would be huge. The Aegis expiring in about 45 seconds, but
they're not going to find anything. They're going to find the 4 heroes together on EHOME, but I think actually the only hero that's going to be able to get out of this are the heroes that, you know, just BKB TP.
Zeal's here, Shiro in Shaker form. The sentry is actually already planted, and they see this whole smoke. So EHOME might be baiting this out. Razor TP's out. Zeal's gonna find him with this ult, and there they get out. The arena doesn't connect. The spear will be able to find. I don't know how that worked, but the arena will hold him in place. He finds ZZQ on the backside. It's just M77 on the run from Shiro as well as 7E, but can he even make it away? He's jumping for more. Shiro with the fissure, gets him with the E-Blade. YP gonna fall as well. 2 heroes dead. Yes, you grab the Bane, but Zeal here just baiting out this Death Prophet as they've got so much chase, and there it is. The rest of the core is going to be able to surround him. A nice stomp from the Elder Titan, but it's too little, too late.
Does manage to get out in the end there, but that dodge of the arena at the start of that one, reactions way too quick on the side of EHOME.
They know. I mean, they missed the timing. It's exactly what we were talking about, right? Like, you've got this Shaker Morph going into the late game, the Razor matchup into the Luna. It just never really feels like you can take the game against EHOME as it goes on, right?
Yeah, it was way too difficult once they got a couple of items on the side of EHOME. They